Hello everyone and welcome to a new video for my channel where today we're going to be looking at some Apex Legends. Now more specifically we're going to be looking at some tips to get some wins. Now I've been playing a fair lot of Apex Legends over the last couple of weeks and I've come away with a fair few wins and I've looked at some ways that you can get these wins if you are struggling. So make sure you stick around for the whole video to get all 5 tips, and if you're new around here hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all of my content. If you enjoy the video, smash a thumbs up on it as well, and without further ado, let's get into this. So number one is a fairly simple one really, and most of these tips are fairly simple, but they are the best way to get wins. Now the first one is going to be sticking together with your team. This is both on the drop and in the match as well. So when you're in a team, whether it be with some randomers or whether you're with some mates, the worst thing to do is to try and go solo. I tried it a couple of times at the start and it really doesn't work out because you're going to come up against teams of 3. That's what this game at the moment is about. There is no solo, duo or full squads. It's 3-man team, and a lot of other people will stick together. So if you run off to try and loot up and everything like that, you will get picked off fairly easily. The chances of you coming out on top 1 against 3 is very low. You can do, I'm not saying it's impossible, you can wipe a whole squad, but it's unlikely that you're going to wipe out 16 squads or whatever it is to try and win the match. So it is best to stick together. Tip number 2, very, very simple again, weapon attachments. They are key to winning a match. Whatever weapon you decide to take, attachments for it are really, really important. I can't stress enough. So if you've got, I don't know, like an R99 or a carbine, Spitfire, extended mag is the way to win a gunfight. If you come up against somebody with purple armor or yellow armor, but you've got a level 3 extended mag on your Spitfire, you will still mow them down fairly quickly. Barrel stabilizers, also very important on these weapons as well. Other guns as well, skull piercer, choke for your peacekeeper. All these attachments make a difference and they make the gun better in your hands and more reliable to win a gunfight. If you don't have these attachments, the chances are you'll run out of bullets too quickly, or your bullets will be off, your control of your gun will be bad. Stock's really helpful as well. You want to be picking up as many attachments for the weapons you have in your hands as possible. Moving on to tip number 3 then, and it is a bit of a continuation really of number 1 with sticking together, is don't be a loot whore. Somebody that will go around and take every single bit of loot they can find and store it in their backpack, and that's it. You're in a team. The best way to win this is teamwork, and I've been in a fair few games where I've been a loot whore myself, but I really try not to. I've got some friends, you know who you are, who I play with, who can really hog the loot. But if you've got a carbine in your hand and you're desperate for extended mag and somebody else has got one in their back pocket not doing anything with it, they should give it to you. And the same with you. If you pick up an extended mag or a barrel stabilizer, you haven't got a weapon for that attachment, but your teammate picks up one and says, I've got a carbine, here's a barrel stabilizer, here's an extended mag for it. Share the loot. You're going to have more chance of winning if, like I said, your whole team have got the attachments they need for the weapons. Same with shields, same with health as well. If somebody's got no health stacked for them, give them some, let them have it. Don't be a loot whore. Share it out so the whole team is strong, not just one person. Tip number 4 is a fairly simple one again, and it is going to be centered around your Legends abilities. Now these abilities are really, really strong and good if you know how to use them. So it's best to try out all of the Legends on the game, not just 1 or 2. Try them all. They've all got abilities that help you in game. They've got passive abilities, they've got normal ability, or I don't know, the first ability, and then they've got the ultimate ability. Say for instance the lifeline, for instance, she heals a bit quicker. She's got a med drone that you can whip out once you're, if you're coming out of the storm, and all 3 of you need healing at once, you can use that med pack. And she's also got a care package as well, which is super helpful because sometimes it drops level 3 armor or a helmet or something along those lines. Each legend has a specific ability, so use them. Get to know which ones you're more comfortable with, and from there you can reap the benefits of it. Decide which legend you like the best. Fair enough. learn those abilities. You know, Octane with his speed, his jumping. Personally, my favourite, I think most people's, is Wraith. I think her passive is great, where it lets you know when somebody's aiming at you. Brilliant. You can get out of the dodge then. I'm not too keen on her portals. I don't really use them to their best ability, I don't think, but it's something I'm learning, and you should too. Take time to learn each legend's abilities and find out which one works for you the best. And for the final tip of this video is going to be, don't ignore throwables. I find that at the start of playing this game, I was ignoring grenades. I was ignoring the arc stars or the thermite grenades, and not using them to fill up my backpack with, going rather for more ammo or for more attachments, etc. But throwables can be so important come the final end game. The more you have in your backpack, the more you have to throw. And the chances are, if you've got a squad in a building or camping out somewhere, you can throw some grenades from a safe distance and start taking off some of that health. You may even get some kills with them. But a lot of people, I find, just run past them. They don't pick them up, which is not smart. I think if you keep them on you and you've got them for when somebody's camping out in the building, especially in that last circle, last fight, having a load of grenades. Imagine all 3 of your teammates just lobbing grenades at the enemy. It's going to be so hard for them to get shots on you. So do not ignore the throwables. Keep some in your backpack if you've got the room for them. Obviously, if you haven't got a backpack, you're limited anyway with space. But once you pick up a level 2 or 3 backpack, you've got plenty of room to stock some grenades, some arc stars, because they are so important. So there you have it. Those are my 5 top tips for winning a game of Apex. Nothing too groundbreaking, I know, but they are really important, and I do think staying in your team is probably one of the most important. Staying all together. If one of you runs off, you're down to 2, he'll get taken out easily. The chance of him winning against 3 people is low, and then you're down to 2, and you're already going to be at a disadvantage. Winning with a full team is the aim of the match, and if you do that, if you stay together, the likelihood is you'll at least get to the end. And if your other team are better you, they're better than you, but at least you've given it the most opportunity to win a match. But that is going to do it for this video, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Like I said, smash a thumbs up if you have. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out any more content coming out in the near future, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.